Ismail,
Hi.
thank you very much for coming today.
It's my pleasure.
It's my pleasure to gain the benefit of your knowledge. How long have you been in Dubai?
Since I'm born,
Since you're born? How long have you been in real estate in Dubai?
20 years old.
20 years old.
Since you can say my first entry in real estate was in 2004 in terms of development.
Okay.
Before that, it was only sharing knowledge, doing transactions here and there. But the real ones, it's from the development.
Okay.
Which is started in 2004.
Okay, so what's the most valuable lesson you think you've learned through some 20 years of real estate?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
From preparing for a project, for a crisis might hit you while you are in executions, how to handle it, how to manage the collection, how to manage your cash flow. It's not about just standing next to the model and sell the dreams to people.
And hopefully it's going to work.
It's a lot to manage. Beside that, I started back in 2015 as a kind of project management and supporting the developers, especially the new ones who's coming in the market. So kind of lessons, of opportunities I missed are a lot.
So you have obviously been through the ups and downs of the market. I mean, obviously 2008, COVID, and I'm sure there's been other bumps along the road.
Yes.
What was the most challenging, do you think, for you?
To be honest, 2008, we were in different, let's say, different planet, different mindset.
Yeah. Yeah.
People start selling or buying anything. You have a person who's selling, the second one is buying blindly, open checks, assuming that market will be up and up and up. Then we found the same people back in 2009, beginning of 2010, coming for settlements, coming for rearranging their project, or the word of distress sale was announced publicly in Dubai market. Even there were a certain websites for these type of opportunities, I call it.
Right.
Because in a crisis, the most money can be made and the opportunity is being created there. So while 2008 crisis, the reflect was in 2009, in 2010 and beyond, it started to pick up again. But we hit the wall again in 2014. Nobody has noticed. Nobody has talking. At that time, the social media was not there that everyone will be talking about correction. Come on, the correction will be happening. And everyone will be panicked and scared to invest because the correction might be hit in any time. It's not a radar in the road that it will hit you and then you will be paying.
Sure.
So it is something, again in 2018, there was another correction. So keep in mind, every 5 years you have a correction in the market. Maybe not, because there is no booming in certain places or a demand in certain places where the money is going, or the value for the property is going up, but the property location-wise compared with the other properties, same size, are on the let's say lower price, but there is a demand. There is something that people love to pay more for that area. So a lot of things we can look from the crisis. Whoever was asking for 20 million, he originally signed a contract of 40 million. So you are taking it on a cheaper price. Even if there is any corrections happening, you are on a safe because your profit margin is secure. There is a lot to say in real estate. But it's better for us to understand I'm losing from the asset value or from the profit value.
Yeah.
There is always, we can hear that there is 30 to 40 percent profit as a capital appreciation. We'll get it in very short time. But that it became 20, what I call it, it's a correction.
Yeah.
No, it's a value
being
added to this property as an appreciation.
Exactly.
But the market, it's based on the demand and the supply.
There's 10,000 people a month arriving in Dubai, the last figures that I heard. Now, as long as that keeps happening, there's always going to be demand.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever is happening globally obviously affects to a certain degree. But fortunately for Dubai, whatever's happening globally seems to be to the benefit of Dubai. Global economics, to a degree, I don't think they can be factored as strongly into the market here as they can be perhaps in Europe or America. And I think it is purely about feet on the ground and people coming in and people understanding the opportunities that are here. And that's why you're getting more and more people coming to Dubai. Which leads me on to a question which I wanted to ask you is, you can pick the length of time, over maybe 5 or 10 years, have you noticed a change in the demographic of people coming in? Dubai in say Europe or in certainly the UK or Ireland has always been looked at a high net worth individual place to live. And that has really is how the Western media has portrayed it. But I think there's been a change. Would you agree?
A lot.
Yeah, I think you're seeing more people starting to realize that there's a family life to be had. There's a place to come to live, to enjoy your life, to raise your children. Here now, rather than people looking at the AFC and the nice restaurants and Zuma and the various other nightclubs, I think they're starting to understand that there's a lifestyle to be had here,
yes.
A family lifestyle to be had here. Would you agree with that?
I do agree, because if we will look at the populations in Dubai, according to the numbers, we have 5% every year.
Yeah.
Are the increase, which is almost 170,000 being added to the Dubai living people, let's say. While we are looking at this, we need to go back and see, back in 2017 in Dubai, let's say, affordable houses was launched as a new criteria.
Yeah.
That can be serving a market with a number of townhouses being built and announced back in 2017, 18. Nobody knew about COVID that is coming in 2020. The market has changed from that part. But keep in mind, from 2013, November, when Dubai win Expo, hosting Expo 2020, the infrastructure and the definition of real estate development and the government support that give the authorities and the developers to speed up their projects in order to host the visitors of Dubai. Here you can see everyone used to work to gain, and then you have criteria of people coming. Then we saw a different type of development start to happen, which is the super luxury, luxury, medium, and affordable. So you have 4 type of units type in terms of values. 10 years ago, we never heard about, except Burj Khalifa, the 100 million worth of one floor. Not one unit. But now we are hearing 400 million for one unit. So that is the difference when Dubai is being attractive for certain people, because it is a brand new in the global sound as a city of lifestyle, city of everything, let's say.
Yeah.
Everything you have it here for matching any culture. You have more than 200 nationalities are living investment type or investor type, let's say. Business people are coming. So the 10,000 people are coming to Dubai to live here. They are either as employee or a traders or as an investors or relocate, that looking for a place to live and to move with their family to live. So the different type of units, the different type of lifestyle, let's say, and giving everything to that, you can see a lot of demands are happening based on the quality and the type of the units. Today, most of the developers are coming from an international background, and they know what is the different size, different type, different things to be catering to certain nationality. Even now, I can see European are buying from certain developers because it's match what they have been provided there.
Yeah, and that's their expectation.
Yes.
That's their expectation. I think also that the one thing we can't forget is, Dubai is a developing city. People are coming from developed cities. And what Dubai has, being a developing city, is opportunity.
Yes.
And people are starting to recognize, and people are recognizing, obviously, there's opportunity in Dubai. Not just in the real estate sector, but with other sectors, which, may be related to the real estate sector, but then, of course, there's so many different industries here now supporting both real estate and various other industries. You've got your marketing, you've got your professionals from many different areas, law, and I think they're all starting to recognize that there's an opportunity here for young people to make their mark and have a fantastic life. I think, and the difference being now that they're recognizing that it's not just a 3 or 4 year plan to make their money and go back to the home country to purchase a property. I think they're recognizing that there's longevity here. There's, you can get married, have children, have a life. And I think that's important as well, attracting that new talent in. And I think Sheikh Mohammed has thought about that as attracting that new talent in. And obviously developing Dubai into a globally financial city. What do you think the government's, not end goal, but how are they, what's their vision now? What's Sheikh Mohammed's vision? I mean, I know, obviously Sheikh Mohammed had a vision at the very start, but obviously the vision has got to be flexible, because depending on what's occurring at any time within Dubai, and depending on the influx of people, where they're coming from, what they're coming to do.
What do you think the answer will be if we are asking His Highness, what is the percentage of the vision being completed in Dubai? What is your expectation will be on his answer?
Well, I think that his vision just doesn't encompass Dubai. I think he's thinking about the UAE.
Yes.
Not just Dubai. And I would say maybe 20%.
Maybe less.
Maybe less. That's
if we will look at the map of Dubai, I can tell you almost 40% being developed, with all the massive development we see around, with the billions of numbers we hear. It's only 40%. The rest is not being touched yet. And the other part, in Dubai especially, you will not find the downtown. Where is it? In which part of Dubai it's the downtown? Each developer or master developer will come up, either from the government or from the private sector, will call his project downtown. Today, we all know that Burj Khalifa is the downtown. It's a center point between this area in Dubai and that area. But 20 years back, the trade center was the downtown, right? Today, what is the future downtown will be?
South?
Maybe. Or maybe the creek
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Maybe different places. We never know. Jabal Ali might be the.
I'm only
down
guessing
part.
because of the new airport.
So that is when you look at Dubai, you need to look at Dubai on 360 degree, not only from an area. For me, the existing downtown has a value, but people will always think, how many years now from the date of the date of opening officially Burj Khalifa till now, how many years are passed? How many years are coming? Who's developing around? What the views we are going to do? And one of the things that attract the investors or people who are coming to invest in Dubai is the seaside.
Yes.
What is the view will be?
Yes.
And today you have how many kilometers of coastline that been added to Dubai. And that will serve additional things. Palm Jabal Ali, it's sold as a number of fronts, but it is not sold out yet. There is another marina was about to come. There's a massive development might happen on Sheikh Zayed Road. The government today, they are looking at giving the security and the freedom to the developers who are coming and building inside the city and giving them the opportunity to build even outside the congested area, let's say, by giving them certain incentives, or by default, the prices will be cheaper on the other side. But when you are looking at the quality, it will not be the same quality, because the type of customers who are coming are totally different than who's coming for future. Because today, the young generation, they are looking for something close to the water, close to their business, how to make it fast and resale. What they will not wait for the property for 20 years, which we used to think about. It's 2 to 3 years on let's say, on a flipping model. So a lot of things are around in terms of type of people, type of investment, type of development. The vision reached to the certain limit. I'm telling you, maybe 12 to 15%. Maybe I'm not assuring, but according to what I see, according to the number of his team member are working on the ground just to look at the feedback, getting something new, enhancing the lifestyle, not only in Dubai, as you mentioned, it's across UAE, but still we have a lot to go.
I think one of the most important things for Dubai is transport links and infrastructure. I think that once the transport links are in place, anything's possible. I know from living in other parts of the world that is one of the most important things, is that, you know, if you're working in downtown, or you're working in Business Bay, or you're working in one of those areas, no matter where you're working, if your home is in a different place, it's getting to work easily, dropping the kids to school and then getting to work, etc., etc. And that is a very large part of your quality of life, not just the property you live in. So I think they're thinking about that carefully. I think they're looking at the links between various areas and different areas. And I think you could build 20, 30 miles away from downtown or the center of Dubai if you had the transport links in place that were quick, efficient, and regular. I think that is one of the most important things that they need to be looking at.
That's why the government of Dubai has taken the initiative of making Dubai the 20-minute, the city of 20 minutes, wherever you can just go in within that it will be close to you.
Yes.
So that's why, again, there will be different downtowns than having only one.
I mean, we've got a project called Hadley Heights 2. Obviously, Hadley Heights 1 has been is just about to be delivered, early, I might add. But Hadley Heights 2 is in Sports City. And I was saying to the team, I said, you need to explain the areas. I said, you need to explain the master plan. I said, you need to bring the client or the customer to the area and explain that's where the building's going to be. This is what it is now. And this is the master plan. And this is what's going to develop in the future. I said, if you don't do that, I said, you have a lot of people coming from Europe and they don't understand.
Yes.
They don't know. I said, because remember, most of the cities in Europe are now developed and have been developed for hundreds of years. So they've never seen a newly developing city and they don't understand the relationships between areas, etc. So I had one of our marketing videos done, and I had the chap doing the video. I said, right, I want you to go down to Sports City, obviously do the tour of Sports City, show where the building is going to be, show where we are on the water and what's going to be happening there over the next 5 or 10 years. Sorry, well, I think it's about 3 to 5 years what's going to be happening there. And I said, then I want you to go to Dubai Mall. I want you to go to Kite Beach in Jumeirah. I said, I want you to go to all those areas and I want you to time it.
Yes.
Right? And I want you to explain to people how long it takes to get there. I said, so if I do a comparative to London, for example, I said, I would travel 2 hours in the morning for a 15-minute meeting. So I'm so used to commuting that it's not a big deal. For people in the UK or Ireland or various other cities within Europe, it's a small journey to go to these places from Sports City. And I said, that needs to be understood. And you have to explain that journey to people because they don't know Dubai and they don't know Sports City. They might know JVC and Dubai Hills, but this is a developing area.
Yes, true.
And they need to understand the value of getting into that area now rather than waiting for 5 years when the prices will obviously elevate because the master plan is closer to completion. So I explained to them, you have to take the customer on the journey because obviously a lot of the people that work for us are from this region as well. So they haven't had that experience. They don't know that experience. For me, as you said, really anywhere in Dubai at the moment, you can be in 15 or 20 minutes.
Yes.
I've never experienced that in another city because I've had a lot of it, I was in Helsinki for quite a while, Sydney, Dublin, London, New York. Nothing is that quick. And people would say to me when I was first here, oh, come and meet me in such and such a place. I think, oh my God, how do I get? And then I realized I get in a cab and suddenly I'm there. It's a smaller and very commutable city with the road network that's here. It's explaining that to people though.
Let me tell you one thing. Talking about Sports City.
Yeah.
I'm always, even my team, I'm telling them, why you are making it short name? It's Dubai Sports City.
Yeah.
So by itself, it is recognized as a brand name along with the development that is happening there. So it's, first of all, carrying the name of Dubai.
Yeah.
Second, the location is in the central position of Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road.
Yeah.
It has a different access and very new access being integrated with, especially with this community. Attached to it is the Motor City, which is almost the double price happening there. So your market, you are following the market there. So you are not isolated that people will be looking at why I'm going to invest here. You have a fantastic master developer there, which he spent a lot in terms of infrastructure, keeping in mind that this development is totally private development happening. So it's an example as a contribution from the private developer to the to become as a master developer in certain places. And the international events are happening around you. From Motor City to Jumeirah Golf State to other events are happening in Expo. You are in the middle. So how long you need to drive to Expo? It's 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
How long you need to be to Kite Beach is 20 minutes. How long you need to reach to Burj Khalifa is 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So it is within that 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So we need to show people who are coming to invest. It's not about buying one bedroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's you become a part of this area. You become a member. Let's say it's a membership.
Exactly. Well,
you sign up your name with a community called XYZ.
Yeah.
Regardless where is it. But that culture, we don't have it. Today, the culture is coming on front of the camera, sell and go, without giving the right information, without giving the history of this development or the master developer, who is he? For example, is it a part of master community developers or he's a single developer or it's a joint development happening or something should be given, I believe.
I think you're right. I think sometimes it's sold too commercially, let's say, rather than an understanding of the area, the history of the area, of what's going and what the plans are for the future of the area. I think it's, as you say, almost too much talk about capital appreciation.
Yes.
Maybe you need to talk about the lifestyle instead. You know, and I've always said to that when you're selling, let's take a 2-bedroom apartment, for example, and you're going to have a husband and wife and maybe one child, maybe two children. It's not about selling 4 walls.
No.
It's about understanding the lifestyle, what living in this property offers you as a lifestyle. And, you know, a lot of when we talk about design of a building within the business, I always say just think of it as a small community. Every building, think of it as a small community. Think about what you would like to have in that building, what you think your children would like to have in that building. You know, we were talking about Hadley Heights, and I was saying what I really love the amenity layout in Hadley Heights. You've got your gym, your swimming pool, your barbecue area, your children's play area, indoor and outdoor, but it's all grouped really well. So I was saying, if you can imagine a Saturday morning, I said, because I go to the gym 6 times a week, basically myself. So I get up in the morning, I go to the gym. So Saturday morning, get up, go down to the gym, train, come back up again, grab the kids. My wife will go and do what she wants to do, whether she wants to go and train or she wants to go to the hairdressers or she wants to do this or meet her friends for a coffee, down to the pool, have breakfast by the pool with the children on the barbecue, have a swim in the pool. There's not many places in the world that offers that lifestyle. So sometimes you have to explain the lifestyle and not just that's a Siemens cooker or that's a such and such fridge. It's about the lifestyle that living in this area and living with this within this building offers you. And this is what I was trying to say something about Hadley Heights too. You're in this in Dubai Sports City, as you say, and it offers a lifestyle, not just an apartment.
Beside that, even there is a certain practice happening, and always I give a notes. It's not about looking at them from a lower perspective or something. No, I don't touch that that topic. But when you are taking videos on the show apartment, we are in 2025. And the unit will be delivered either 27 or 28.
Yeah.
Will you think the same cooker will be available at that time?
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you think that this cabinet, the technology will not be changed, the lifestyle will not be changed? So you should not focus more into, focus on the size.
Yeah.
Focus on the benefits. Focus on the added value to this community. Focus on what is the lifestyle will look like. Who knew that there is a kind of scooters will come into lifestyle and we will see it everywhere in the city?
Yeah.
who knew that the Dubai will be focusing more into cycling and track for cycling and track for walking? If I were selling a product in 2018, 19, I will not even mention that. Today, how many people are talking about chargers for the electric cars?
Exactly.
Is it available or not?
Yeah.
Not all the buildings has that,
No,
because
that's right.
whoever doesn't know what is the development is about, they don't know that each plot has a certain power allocated, which you cannot say the chargers are available. Other than that, you will have a queue outside the building for your building will become as a car station, let's say, or
exactly. Charger point.
So we need to look at what is happening. Is not you are selling a most expensive product in the planet, which is the real estate. And it's a real money given to own a space, let's say, or number of square feet. So you need to present that particular area in a good shape, not something is close to that particular project. But what about this project is? What is the standard in this project? I cannot put the blame on the developer after a few years that, he didn't meet my expectation because the cost been increased and he was not offering to pay more to compensate with a certain material. Let's say very, very minor example I'll tell you. Today, the most of the feasibility studies are happening based on normal numbers. What is the cost per square feet? 300. Equal to which developer? It is not like that. Today, you have a cost goes to the details, not to the quantity. Goes to the marble finishing, smart home finishing, or the size. Tomorrow you will not come and say, I will put ceramic instead of porcelain or marble or granite outside. Why? Because the cost is going high, and the publicity or the end user, because the investor will look at the end user for the maintenance. You are not in a position to talk or to think on that because you are presenting in the end of the day your brand. So your brand will be named in the market. I know certain developers, after they reached to, let's say, in a prime location in the market, they remove their old names from the buildings because they are not looking at that building as a signature project that they started with because of the finishing, because of the height, because of many reasons. Today, the market is totally different. You are talking about the brand itself. You are talking about people who's presenting that brand. And people themselves became as a brand in the market wherever they go, being recognized as people working in real estate or non-real estate or whatever. So looking at all of these, we will reach to a place that whoever is working in a busy city, closing a number of transactions, welcoming new developers from international market or local market to come in, to know the locations, to know the community more than the development is happening.
What I was going to ask you, is there anything that you would like developers to think about that they're not thinking about now? Or in your opinion, they're not thinking about now?
They should be a two-step ahead of the development mindset. I believe the developers now, they changed by bringing a design studios from outside, which was the approach of the big names earlier. But the newcomers today, they are looking at that.
Well, I think that I was going to say that if historically, developers were looking at bringing in design studios from outside because they thought it lent a certain luxury to their development.
Yes.
I think now the newcomers coming in naturally do that anyway because their design focus is from outside coming in. I think it's a natural progression. I mean, we have our design studio in London, which coordinates with a design studio over here. So we have another couple of other places in Europe as well that we design from. So it's kind of a mixture. And I'm not arrogant enough to think that we can always do things better in London than than we can do here. But we have a situation where we merge them to try and come up with the perfect, hopefully at some point, the perfect scenario.
Because it's a taste.
Yeah.
The European taste is different than Asian taste, different than American taste, different than African taste. So you need to look from the global market.
Yeah.
What is the benefit for my model? Let's say if I am coming with a European culture, my design, my distributions, the sizes will be totally different than going towards
the
Asian
distribution of space within the apartment.
Within the apartment or within the community or within the building itself as a common area. We have seen there is an investors or the developers who are looking at the sizes more than the community in the building. There is another developer coming from different school looking at the amenities and the common area to be bigger and more to be given to the investors or the tenant who are living into that to pass the lifestyle. And you have neutral that taking small pieces from here, looking at the other, which doesn't mean to be the main focus for them is the branding. Maybe it is only one or two buildings that they will contribute in the development and that's it. Or they are coming just to test.
We'd miss an opportunity in Dubai, considering there's 220 different nationalities, is what I was told. It was the last number of people in Dubai, that we can't make a mosaic or a rich tapestry of all those cultures within the developments that we're building. I think you're missing opportunity if you don't look at that. I think it's important I think about this sometimes. I think, where else in the world, globally, where else in the world would you have this amount of people from that amount of different cultures living together, working together on a daily basis, sharing ideas with such a kind of peaceful lifestyle and reality around you? I can't think of anywhere. I come from a country, I'm from Dublin, from Ireland originally. I come from a country which has obviously had many years of what we call the troubles in Ireland between different religious factors and governmental as well, obviously. And it still fascinates me here to see and to have the opportunity to both see, meet and understand the different cultures. I think it's, I say to my daughter all the time, this is a fantastic opportunity to meet people, to understand. And I always say to her, to understand the similarities, not the differences.
Yes.
I said, because it's a lot more similarities than differences. So once you concentrate on the similarities and not the differences, that's the road you want to take. And I thought to myself, where else in the world offers me that opportunity to meet so many different people? There's nowhere else.
Nowhere.
Which within itself is incredible. I don't think we think about that enough.
Because we are busy with something else.
Yeah.
Our focus, how to attract more people or how to attract more developers. Every one of us, let's say, is busy with his own priorities and his agenda. But in Dubai, we do have a certain teams are working on finding the connections between the different cultures and the business, let's say, even with the business groups, with non-profit organizations that they are working together to find what is the best things can be offered to the people living in this part of the world, and what is the benefit. We will look. If we will talk about Dubai, we will need hours and days to cover what Dubai is offering. Absolutely. It's not only a city of lifestyle. No. It's not only a city of business. It's not a city of opportunities. If we will talk about each one of what we are saying it on a daily basis, we will have a lot to say about this. And it's about specialty, where you are specialized, and you will find that in your company itself, there is a person who look after the others, who are connecting each other with the events, with the national celebrations, or even if we are celebrating in a small thing, with very minor, even water or coffee, and that's it. It is very good to have talks to each other, and I don't think that we are missing that part, because if we look around, we have more than a number of activities are happening in a different areas, different occasions, different type of things, which 10 years or 5 years back, it wasn't there, but now we can see it.
Yeah. I think also that, life in Dubai is very fast. Business is very fast. Things are moving all the time. I think when Dubai gets the chance to take a breath and realize what's here, that'll be the next stage of the journey.
Yes.
So I think you've got a situation that you've got this vast melting pot of cultures here, right? You've got some of the brightest and the best young people coming here to work. Where Dubai was borrowing design and various concepts from outside, I think Dubai will be producing and lending its own concepts back out and design concepts back out in over a period of time, because I think now the melting pot is there, everything's still cooking. No?
Because it is on a testing model.
Yeah, I'm still trying to iterate what I'm thinking, and I just see it from the point of view that the more diversity you've got, the more opportunity you've got. And I think when Dubai gets time to slow down a little bit, you're going to see an amazing city. You're going to see a city full of ideas which are made up of all the meeting of that many different cultures.
I believe it is too early to look into Dubai on that perspective, because if we will look at it, 25 years old city, it's coming with experience. People are sharing their knowledge to build the city on a different tones, procedures. We are on a fast track. To escalate everything to the speed, to see what we can do in this part of the world. As I mentioned earlier, 40% of the development happened, and we are counting what is happening. There are a lot to go from. Dubai is hosting today all the creators. It's been announced that the creator hub or quarter will be it's already there, which they have more than 6,000 creators under that umbrella, which the number can be increased more and more. But do you think with the influence that comes from social media, from the events, from the connections, will not change? No, it will change.
Of course.
And the type of people that will be looking at. Before, I remember 20 years back, the investors who used to come were from 45 to 55 years old. Then
I've
today,
just passed that.
today we are looking at 19, 20 years old investors who
Crypto
are... So the new generation, they look at the opportunity different than others. They will not be waiting for 15 to 20 years for the retain. They have a lot to go, and they are joining the fast momentum of Dubai businesses are happening. And they have seen that there is certain examples that they started their journey in Dubai, and they reached to the billions of worth of value to their companies, and their income became different. So everything is available here and possible to meet.
Over the coming years and generationally, if you think about it, I'm here. My children will be here. My grandchildren may be here. So when people say to me now, and we say to each other now, and a lot of people say, where are you from? People go, I'm from Ireland, from UK, from Egypt, from Jordan, from Lebanon, from Russia, Germany, wherever. In 2 or 3 generations, they're going to be saying they're from Dubai.
Yes.
Not from those other countries. And that's what's going to happen over the next 1 or 2 generations. As where are you from? We're from Dubai. Oh, whereas now we all say we're from our home countries. We're actually from Dubai.
You are from Dubai.
Exactly. I think that's the difference. I think that's what will be going on. What's your vision for Dubai? What would you like to see happen?
In 2004, I've seen Dubai look like today. I was thinking at that time how we will be living. Whatever was on the model, whatever was presented, which part of it, 80% is being delivered almost. Due to the crisis and these things, there is certain things being on hold. But we get to know that in Dubai, anything being announced, it might be postponed, but it will not be cancelled. Dubai is going into a different level. The competition is not there. Dubai is competing Dubai itself. The number of people, the number of businesses, the number of projects, the number of developers are going higher because there is a demand in this area and it's a hot place to make a faster income for it. So I can't say my vision in Dubai. I can say my personal vision is what? To serve Dubai in all the areas I can serve. And the things that I love in myself and I like to see the deliveries in reality. When I work on certain project, I love to see the project and I will be super proud on myself, on my family, my community to say, I work with this challenge. I made this happen. Whenever I go to DIFC, I see certain things. I feel proud that it is in front of me. When I go to Business Bay, when I go to any place, will not name it.
I absolutely understand that because, I mean, I was construction facing before I was here for 25 years in the UK and various other places. And people say to me, what's it about for you? And I said, it's about legacy, really, for me, and especially Dubai about legacy because, you know, Hadley Heights has just been delivered, and we've got Weybridge 1 coming up for delivery in September. We have them moving on to the Knightsbridge project in Meydan, which is fantastic. And then, you know, as we spoke about very briefly earlier, which I can't go into too much detail on, we've got a huge project coming up, or what we consider a huge project coming up as a master planner, and which there'll be more news out in the market over the next couple of months, which I'm really excited about. But what really does it for me is that when I'm gone, hopefully not too soon, and my daughter is driving down the street with the grandchildren in the car, and she can turn around and go, see that building there? Your granddad built that.
Yes.
That's what it's about for me, more so than anything else. Just to know that maybe I've left something behind that my generations ahead of me can enjoy and appreciate.
It's a fingerprint.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. I think that's what's important.
Yes.
And hopefully we can all work together to ensure that the legacy we leave behind is long lasting. And that's it, really.
Yes.
You know, if you understand. Anyway, I just think it's going to be very important that I think people need to think about legacy rather than money sometimes.
That's very important.
Yeah. Rather than money, think about the legacy. Think about what you leave behind for future generations. You know, and as you said, I like the way you put that, serving Dubai. You know, if you serve with integrity, the rewards will be there.
Yes.
You know, sometimes it might take a little bit longer, but the rewards will be there. Now, both personally, and I think sometimes more as a legacy, as I said, than monetarily.
Totally agreed.
Ishmael, thank you very much for your time.
Welcome. It's always
Lovely
a
to
pleasure.
see you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.